Hello and good evening. My name is Gold Vision. It's 7:77 p.m., 8:17 in some time zones, and welcome to 7 Second Summer Camp, now available on Steam. How's it going? How are you doing? I'm the official gaming counselor here at 7 Second Summer Camp. I'm here to celebrate
Gold Vision. It's
video games. I'm here to celebrate peace. I'm here to celebrate the community of people who are looking for something more in the world and are looking on YouTube right now and are looking for live streams that are happening right now on YouTube. I do have a couple announcements real quick. This is just a reminder that Friday is derived from the Nordic word fridge, I think, frig. It's a Nordic word for the name of the goddess Venus in the Nordic language. It's a celebration of Venus. It's Friday. I'm not sure how that came to be, but it's true. It's the reality that we're living in. And one other announcement before we get into it. If you're feeling uncomfortable, get comfortable. And I think that's a really important note. I think that not enough people appreciate how important it is. So right now, take a second. We're going to meditate for a bit. Tonight's game is Fortnite. We're going to play the no construction, no build mode. We're only going to do one life. It'll probably be a quick one. I think that's okay though. I've never done this particular game mode, so I think it'll be interesting. I'm all about construction, but I don't like the idea that you have to go through and remove buildings and tear things down to build something else up. Sometimes that's the natural situation that happens. That's the natural cause and effect yin-yang world that we live in, but I pursue something a bit less dramatic when I can, which is as often as I can, which will be tonight too. Actually, there was one more announcement. It's a little quip. Life is free, you just pay for the damages. I don't know how true that is, but something to reflect on, something to think about. So before we get into it, we have to, do our little meditation on the non-destructive portal over here in the front of the tent. Let's take a deep breath and just think about how we can be non-destructive in our efforts and celebrate the things that we can keep intact and then continue to hold on to and allow to grow in our world with us. It's nice. And sorry, I got a little breathy on the microphone. The non-destructive marshmallow we're going to cook with our mind. Boom. All cooked up. That's the music that indicates that it's cooked. And let's get right into it, because I know we're excited to investigate what's possible in the zero build world of Fortnite. Looks like I'm a little off center. I don't know what happened to myself, and as you know, I haven't invested a lot of cash into Fortnite, so we got the hair length right though, and I think that's important. So there's no building allowed. Seems pretty aggressive a rule, but watch your step and use cover to win ground without building. There's regenerating overshields. Use them to stay in the fight, and then survive to the end. It sounds like surviving to the end is the goal, but really it's to attack everybody else. So, but I'm still gonna aspire to bring in my principles and see how far they get me. Like I've said over the course of the last couple live streams, I don't expect anybody to follow some of my more aggressive principles. I don't expect other players to try to do the things that I do, but I welcome you to participate and give suggestions. People often say one or two things that really help me out about particular game worlds that I'm not completely familiar with, and this is one of them. I don't know all the different lands, and you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Battle Royale as a game mode. You know? Just, I feel like it's a philosophy that celebrates division between players. And I don't know, do I want to go to the mountain or to that little circus down there? I feel like I want to go to that circus. But I'm just going to start off thinking about it. This is my favorite part of the Battle Royale games. I'll do a little quick meditation here. Let's focus on Friday and how the week is over and the weekend is about to begin and might have begun for people who are in different time zones than me. Breathe in that weekend air. Why is this circus calling to me? Think there's anybody else down there? I'm sure it's not a circus, but it's kind of cool. Looks like there's a saw blade down there. Is that a gear? This little town. I don't know what resolution my stuff is at, but I don't think it's the highest quality. I can't tell. It seems like the game's been more optimized recently. I kind of want to head over to that little Roman town. What is that? Mount Olympus? I mean, I can be inspired multiple times over the course of a battle royale. Yeah, you know, Friday, free day. I need an expert to weigh in on this. Let's see if Venus has a temple or something over here. That's how I'd do it. What's this stuff down here? Spacebar doesn't get you out of this? Does this work? It's not that important to me. Oh. Okay. Wow, you get experience points for everything in this game. That's cool. Let's check it out. Look at this cool Mount Olympus. I'm sure it's not the smartest place. Look. Look at this place, Mount Olympus. Yeah. And I really like not having to have some weapon in my hand. I feel like it's slowing me down. If I can't build in this mode, why do I have to keep this object? We're gonna celebrate Friday here. We're gonna pick up some Chug Splash and some gold. It's a celebration, you know. What else is we gonna do? Oh, fire. Footsteps. Pass. Let's go ahead and pick up some bullets, pick up some litter. You can see the footprints happening. We're still looking for this Venus temple. Let's see if we can find something. Oh, just kind of a library. Looks like a lot of the good stuff's been picked up. I think we're getting closer. Okay. I don't know, do people celebrate days of the week by visiting the namesake statues and shield bubble? Really don't know the tools either. And I remember last time I played, it took me forever to drink the one the one item I did find. This is great up here though. You know, I haven't seen any labels, so perhaps this place is just the general celebration of the Roman deities. I don't know. Just gotta to the top half, which is nice. Wow. Yeah, look out here. Let's just enjoy this, guys, because I think it's really important to appreciate the art in this game world. A storm is coming, and yeah, looks like I picked a smart zone, right? The storm eye shrinking. The only thing that would have been better was reckless railways for immediate survival. Is anybody coming back here? It doesn't look like this is the main thoroughfare for other players. There's a note that I can turn off the shot indicator when people are attacking. It seems useful. I think I commented earlier that I'd like to remove that. Look at this. It's pretty full. That's nice. And the zip line? Can you zip up the zip line? You can. Yeah, look at the beauty. Is there a no user interface option? I don't want to go like full combat photographer here, but it would be cool to check it out. Looks like there's some bats up in the sky. A tree right here overlooking this great stuff. Just modern marvels. Someday I bet they'll 3D print out, not any day soon, but they'll 3D print out the whole Fortnite island. I actually don't think I want to grab the amount of attention that having a car would get me. And is this a train? I don't know. Seems cool. Let's get going though. If you're just joining, my name is Gold Vision. I play games peacefully. I don't attack other players. I try to find out how far I can go with that sentiment. I've really explored it a lot, and I really enjoy doing that. And I don't recommend it for survival purposes. At least I don't typically find a lot of success with these behaviors, but it definitely makes my... Oh, this is an elevator. It's just a cool wall. But I do get stronger, and I get better, and I get smarter, and I achieve other things. Achieve other goals in the midst of exploring games that way. So if you're looking for a slight deviation from the typical gameplay experience, I'm here for that. Little alternative. It was nice visiting this Mount Olympus in general. There's probably still people here, actually, now that I think about it. Can you hear them? I don't know why they would leave while they were safe. At a gas station there. Yeah, I don't wanna be in the storm per se. Yeah. I think I'll be good here for a little bit. Just kinda relax. Listening to that music. What's that? What's the satellite dish mean? Is that important? Okay. I'm sure it's fine either way. Let's see. And no build mode. Hasn't really come up yet, but that seems like that seems like a very un-Fortnite way to do things. I don't know why it was such a big celebration. I remember when it came out. There was a lot of hubbub about it, but I think I do remember being very intimidated the first time I ever played Fortnite and saw somebody build their little tower, and I didn't appreciate the aesthetics though. It seemed like it was built entirely for distraction purposes or for like a strange self-defense. It didn't have the polite aesthetics to it that I would hope. And I don't know if players focus on that at this moment. It always seems like it's just a wall or like a pillar to hide behind. Yeah. There's actually a lot of opportunities for meditative moments out here. Let's see if we can get a good view of something. I don't want to stand right on the edge of something and meditate, you know. There's the joy of existence, and then there's taking unnecessary risks. But let's just instead of meditating in the storm, let's move right out of it. You still coming? Yep. I thought we were safe for a little bit. Low energy. Right here at the edge. Looks like somebody got that car. How far am I from the next horizon? It can't be. We can't still be going. Oh. Zipline at every opportunity. Absolutely. Okay. I noticed later on after the last live stream that the tree makes this explosion, but it doesn't actually get reduced in size. So, sorry to do that, but I was actually generating leaves and creating oxygen, which is against the rules of no build Fortnite, and I hope that whoever governs these storms and makes the rules here can forgive me for that endeavor. I wasn't thinking about the no build part when I was playing in the trees. Where are we going? Don't be impressed about level 8. It's hardly an achievement. I'm assuming most players get there after their first win or whatever. There's a question if you can acquire materials without mining them. And I think that last time I started with some lumber or something, and you'll probably find some throughout the world. I think there's some that pop up in treasure chests and things. What is that? What is this icon? I don't want to go on that floating, glowing island. I don't think. It looks abysmal. Also don't want to leave a map marker. This is nice though. I don't think I have the the meditate squad comm watch area or anything like that in the emotes. It would be worth an investment for me. I think I would appreciate that art because I don't think I've really delved into the marketplace for this game. This, I don't know, this doesn't seem good, this edge, this building. But once we get there, we can sneak in, just be behind this tree for a bit before everything gets worse. Hide in hiding places or bushes in different matches. I don't know if you can see that up there in my opportunities list. I don't know if I'm gonna play 3 different matches if I'm only playing 1. Now I'm curious about that floating island or how to get up there. I don't know. Looks like this is a deadly area, but we'll wait for the storm to get a little closer. Maybe we'll head right here. That seems smart. I try to play intelligently. It's hard when I don't have a lot of experience or knowledge. There's really only one way to get those things. Yeah, I'm staying out of the town. Somebody else's problem. Sneak ahead. Okay. Is that far enough? No. In fact, none of this seems healthy. Yeah, right here under the line. Should be good. That's nice. Okay, and now we're in this little lake here, little river. I'll focus less on the deadly storm wall and more on the wonderful construction and the smoke billowing in the background. This game looks so good, and the Unreal Engine does such a good job of lighting. It feels so consistent and beautiful. I really like being here, even though there's a sense of urgency about everybody trying to destroy you. But there's a lot of experiences like that that are kind of a derivative of it. So I'm not too, I feel like it's not that detached from the realities that we share. What is this magic island up here? Should I try to get in there? Am I gonna die because I messed up just now? I didn't realize how far away I was. I also don't know my health. It doesn't seem like it's visible. I assume my character will start panting or something soon. Is this the worst place to go, you think? I need to get more energy. Top 5. I really wasn't focused on this important feature. Oh, I see. The storm. We're not in the storm yet. We're just in the danger zone. Oh, okay. Looks like I got a rock up here to hide next to as well. Low energy. 5th place. Oh. The storm got me. I don't think I was going to be able to to win against something like this, but I should have done a little better. Spectate. Let's see what happens to the rest of the world. This is really what I was up against. Let's see what else I was up against. Might have had more of a chance. Building a fort. These players seem like they have some power-ups too. Let's see what else we got. Or is there just 2 players left? Got a snake over here. Just wandering around. I mean, most of the time, honestly, most of the game, people are being pretty peaceful. It's just the nature of it. Boom. What on earth? Honestly, this is it's a bit much. It's a bit too much for me. I'm gonna step out. See if I get any points out of that. Unless that was just that was the end. Do I get any unlocks just for for showing up? I mean, either way, I did want to do like a secret extra planet-side life, if that's okay. Claim battle stars. Yeah, could have done better. Probably wasn't gonna do that much better, but made a lot of progress. I actually, you know, that's why I tell players not to necessarily play the way that I do, because sometimes it's not competitive enough to defeat the really powerful players in a different way, in a different world. Planets on Bing. Not exactly what I wanted to do. On side 2. There we go. Just so you know. Let's go ahead and not do this on screen. It was all set up too, and it just blinked right off. This is just the secret one life I wanted to do in Planet. I haven't played it for a while, and I just want to check in, see how they're doing. So, if you're just interested in the Fortnite pop through, then we got to 5th place. Could have done better, but learned a lot about ourselves. And otherwise, we're just gonna load up another favorite game of mine. You know what? I won't say Fortnite's not a favorite game of mine, but I will say PlanetSide has been around a lot longer for me. Boom. And they keep updating it, and they keep making new things, and I gotta check in on them. It's loading up now. This is another chance for me to remind you that if you're playing first-person shooter or third-person shooter games and you want to take a break from them, but still use your skills and abilities that you've developed and continue to work on, feel free to check out 7 Second Summer Camp on Steam. Let's pop this right on over. Almost, right? Full screen. Let's get back into it. And also there's a this game is also on Steam. It wasn't originally, but now it is. Let's just see how they're doing out here on Amarish. We're gonna do just one life here as well, so it will be a lot shorter. Loading up. There's a lot of different continents that I like exploring, but I've also seen a significant amount of them. Get right into the action. Actually, might do that. Maybe I'll just stroll on down from Shadespire Fountain Farms. Seems like the place I can help out the most. Well, let's go for it. Redeploy. This one little secret life. It's funny that it's faster to travel this way. I don't want to jump right in there because that'll be the end pretty quick. But I think if we wander over there, we'll have a good time. I just want to do a meditative walk and see if I can heal anybody along the way before we cut out for the weekend ahead. Because I think it's important to have diverse experiences and appreciate the worlds that are important to you. You right-click to add a personal waypoint, and then it will appear in the world map, just like in Fortnite. Looks like there's an alert incoming, which is a good sign for players who are looking for an intense moment. It's dangerous to walk upon the vehicle spawn terminals. I'm going to give more information than I could in Fortnite because I think I've played it for maybe 3 hours ever. Which there's nothing wrong with, it's just it hasn't come up that much. That's why I'm trying to appreciate games that I wouldn't necessarily start with or live in, but this is nice. It seems like the lighting has changed since I was last here. Look at this. This could be any number of games that I've been playing. Just enjoy it for a second. Focusing on non-destruction, focusing on healing. I hope that you've been having a wonderful week and that this is the beginning of a wonderful weekend. I hope that you're not thinking too much, that you're checking out some of the games that I've highlighted just because they looked appealing. It's really about capturing as many great frames as you can, as long as you can. We have this beautiful, amazing framing that is the human experience, and it grows with us, and we change, and we become stronger and better over time. And it's fun to be a part of things and not know what's going to happen next. It's all very unique that way. But I don't know, I don't know what's more exciting, not knowing what's going to happen next, or experiencing it as it does. I'm just going to grab some beautiful scenery. I should check Fortnite to see if you can turn off all the things. And there is a first-person mode, right? But I don't know how to set that up. It's a squad beacon. Players can, if they're within a squad, if they're teamed up with other players, then they can fly out of the sky and land right there on top of it. I wonder if I can get that happening. Oh, this is a big tank too. I guess I didn't have to explain that this is a big tank. This is a Colossus, maybe? I was seeing if I could grab somebody and fall out of the sky. The player would have to be defeated to achieve that. Let's see, nothing. If you're just joining, my name is Gold Vision. I play games peacefully. I just played Fortnite peacefully. I was only going to do one life, and I did, and I got to 5th place, which isn't my worst, but isn't my best. And it was completely my fault because I was messing around instead of doing what was important. And I got absorbed by the storm. It was somewhat deserved. Looks like we have a problem here that I don't really want to be a part of. And I got a little sidetracked just now. Wow, it's just an ant. That's an enemy vehicle that's trying to pick up these crystals here. How's this gonna go down? I don't really want to be a part of it. Just wanted to jaunt and explore and see how far I could get. You definitely don't want to play with the play around with the vehicles as they're moving. Many of the players around here are pretty competent too. So, I mean, not that one. Just kidding. Anybody rolling out here with an ant going up against 2 tanks has to have some level of competence to just get that far. It's the truth, but I just rolled past him because I was not offensive. It didn't look dangerous, and it looks like we're really taking over this base. Sometimes I get into the philosophical idea that if it's important to me to achieve that for my team to perform well, and that's my priority, not necessarily any self-centered or egocentric pursuit of my own gains, but that whoever I'm associated with, whoever I'm part of, does well. And then I'm part of the progress that happens. If that's the case, then sometimes I think just showing up and just being present is more important than any particular action or activity. So sometimes I think just coming here and celebrating the base, celebrating the people who built it and who are here enjoying it, I think that is more important than trying to max out my stats in any particular moment. It's a deep reflection, and I don't know if it's that universal. And once again, as I try to echo, this is an exploration of philosophy. It's not a demonstration of its success. When good things happen, obviously, then there's something to take note of. But in general, I don't necessarily recommend my behaviors, as we saw in Fornite months ago. Also, if you're on the opponent's team, please don't watch this broadcast and use it as intel about the locations of various vehicles. I don't want to step in there without looking at what's happening around here, because it's not safe. But we're all going to do one life in here too, so hopefully we'll be okay for a little bit longer. Just getting some cool pictures and hanging out. Yikes. I think there's somewhere downstairs. I don't know, is it up here? Yeah, that's wild. These guys are on top of it. I don't know if they can deploy those here. It seems like they're accumulating them. Ready for action. Just building some kind of strange barricade. I don't know if it necessarily feels safer here. I guess this one is deployed, right? Yeah, we can get equipment here. Alright, well, let's see if there's any allies that need help. It looks like all the conflict's happening. Yeah, the space is gonna be okay. The other team has been condensed down into this room. It seems the 2 checkpoints here have to be retrieved by enemies that are coming from here, or any sunderers that they might bring from this space. A sunderer is this vehicle that is a mobile spawn point, which is a cool idea. It's something I think that I keep reading this sentiment online about Planet Sign, and is that there's not any games like it, and I tend to agree. I'm always looking for new experiences, and I'm always trying new games and trying to see where they're going or where gaming is going. But this one just becomes more refined over time, and it's also a just very unique. Just a very unique experience. I don't have another word for it. You don't see it anywhere else. They don't see me anywhere else either. Up in the hill. Recruit Phantom 16. feel like it's unlikely anyone's gonna help me out. This flying, there's no medics around, so my health bar is gonna diminish to 0, and then that'll be it. Looks like we still need to control a lot of territory. Looks like TR is taking over a lot of the map. So if you're on the VS and you're interested in a fight, then there's one here. But otherwise, and it's kind of unplanet side of me to
we've acquired the facility.
pretend like I can't come back, because the whole thing is that your DNA's been scanned and you never get to actually leave the battle. You're just waiting to respawn. So that's a whole different philosophy. Take it or leave it. But thank you for letting me share that with you, pivoting away from the initial game plan that I had. Just because, I don't know, I've been itching to jump back in, and I love playing different games, especially that one. And I think that's it for all the thoughts that needed to get out this week. Just I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Like I said, I hope you don't worry too much about anything in particular, and you just focus on your breath. I don't know how intense camp's going to be on a Saturday, and I'm looking into some things to do for Sunday, but that's light years away. So I'm trying to remember any particular games that stood out this week, but they were all fun. And I think they all went. There weren't any particular problems with any of them. So I recommend you try them all out. A couple came out this week. They're going to keep doing it too. If you have any recommendations, just shoot me an email or comment. Games that you think I could try, or games like PlanetSide or Fortnite that have interesting philosophies that are worth investigating. Thank you to all the Patreon producers who support me, or have ever supported me, in this endeavor of figuring out how to evolve gaming as successfully as possible. And thank you for participating in your wonderful comments and chats during these live streams, because they do help guide me. The No Man's Sky idea of pressing spacebar to craft, that's huge. I've always just clicked around. In fact, maybe we wouldn't even build factories if we knew how easy it was to just set and forget and meditate while we were constructing things. I don't know. Our individual needs met by a little mini factory just for ourselves. We'll have to investigate that further. But that's all I have for you this week. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you check out 7 Second Summer Camp on Steam, PlanetSide, and Fortnite. Those 2 games are free. And otherwise, yeah, I guess as always I ask you, you hold on to your dreams.